Hey, and this is Author, and this is the Japanese Tier 6 Battleship Fuso. It's got 12 guns, 20 secondary guns, 72 AA guns, goes 25 knots, and it's got pretty good armor and hit points for its tier. So we're on the map north, and right off the bat, the team seems to be all going to the west side of the map, and I noticed this. And there's two large channels that are left open. Sort of 8 line and a 9 and 10 line. So what I usually do on my battleships is I tend to defend the area of the map that has the least amount of friendly vessels. In this case, it's the east side. Just getting close, moving off. You can see that there's enemy torpedo bombers kind of looking. And I think I'm too busy looking at cruisers. Range shot for this battleship. Now I selected AP thinking that my next shot would be at a battleship. But I noticed that this enemy cruiser, which is left unopposed because everyone on my team went to the west side of the map, is coming through that opening at the 8 line. I believe this is the Omaha, or it's a Phoenix, but it's a low-tier American cruiser. I landed a pretty good shot, and I noticed, gee, there's a bomber and there's 2 torpedoes. I'm about to get wrecked. So I'm trying to turn my ship to make it hard for the torpedo bombers to bomb me effectively. And he puts it real close to me, and I actually get inside the activation range for the torpedoes. Do the same with one, but I take damage from the other. And I do pretty good damage on their squads. Right now I'm trying to strategize whether it's better to weaken both squadrons or kill one outright. Because I figure I get a lot of damage there to take out that cruiser. So, right now we're looking pretty clean. Torpedo bombers have retreated to their carrier, and to my knowledge, there's nothing else in this area. I do think that there's a destroyer in that smoke area, but immediate threat, there is none. So I was theorizing whether I should kill off a squadron of carriers on the opposite side of the map, or get it down to basically one aircraft to make it have to return all the way to the carrier to rearm. And I think that's the right strategy. In another game, I basically do that. I keep my AA going, and then I stop it when there's only one left. So, enemy cruiser is coming in the 9-10 area. I was about to turn 180 and set up my guns facing, but noticing this cruiser, I reorient them to face towards the enemy cruiser. Now there's an island in the way, but he's doing damage to a friendly. He's not taking that much damage. Gotta wait for this island. Takes forever. Going 25 knots, it'll take, it feels like forever, the round. Finally have a shot, and I take it with AP. It looked like I knocked out one turret, and I land 7 shots. So I think his front, his most forward main turret was knocked out. Maybe he repaired it. There does appear to be damage in that area. Load another AP. Pensacola is pretty armored in comparison to like a destroyer or an early tier US cruiser. I'm basically trying to go for middle part of the ship. I land 8 shots, and you've got 12 shots, and you land 8. Feels pretty good. It's just outside of my secondary gun range. It looks like the friendly vessels that went up the 8 line encountered a battleship, and one of them got taken out. So I'm trying to kill this guy as fast as I can. And there you go, get a good shot. Citadel, at that low health, he's gonna die. So I'm trying to keep all the enemies from getting a good opening to both our base and the carrier. And this enemy carrier sends his torpedo bombers towards me again. And, you know, everyone on my team except me are on the west side. And got AA's going off. What I'm looking at is I know the other torpedo can't see. He's trying to set up get me on one side, and he's going to bomb the other. So I'm trying to take out his accuracy. Trying to get within. I avoid one. One doesn't arm, and I take a single torpedo out of 3, so that worked out. This one's gonna hurt though. I really don't have anything I can do, so I'm just trying to get the belt armor taking most of it. And of course I repair, because flooding makes you vulnerable, because it slows your vessel and opens up it for more damaging shots. And it's not. So it's not good to have your ship flooding. If you had to choose between flooding and fire, I would choose fire. I take a really big shot, and he kills one of my turrets. And this is just about surviving. I'll die in another good shot. Turning my turrets. Turn pretty slow. Nothing like the Warspite. Anyone who's played the Warspite knows. I land 3 critical hits. But his battleship's still up. He fired, and he didn't land his shots. We're about the same load. So I'm gonna fire, and then he's gonna fire shortly after. Barely alive. He's gonna get one salvo off. Oh man, you hate it too, because you're like, I gotta reload for 20 seconds in order to finish a guy that has, you know, he's a shot from dead. So this next time, I'm just gonna fire a single turret. And boom. Battleship down.
Enemy battleship foundered.
They're capping my base. So after fighting all these ships and having to give a lot of ground, so I'm not taking, you know, immediate fire from 2 and 3, I gotta work my way back towards the base. None of my friendlies are in position. I killed the scout plane for that battleship. It's irrelevant, really. It's only spotting me for his allies. If they can't already see me, I believe there's a destroyer in our base, and he can see me. Enemy carrier still sends his squadrons toward me. If you can, you want to have the bomber do a perpendicular run on you, because it limits the surface area of the ship. But the way he's coming, and I have to get to the gap as fast as I can, this is going to be the ideal bombing run. It lights me on fire. He's got 2 parts of my ship on fire. don't know why I waited that long. Maybe I felt like there was something else incoming.
Problem solved, sir.
And his torpedo bombers are definitely incoming. And he's kind of caught me in a situation where I really want to avoid it. I'm not going to get the capture in time. I'm just hoping that I can get in range of the detonation, and
We're all below the water line. We're
so I
falling
can't stop
quickly.
the flooding. The repair is already on cooldown. And the destroyer's going to cap out. His squadron kind of screws up. He has to go around and try another pass. And for this entire fight, he only had 3 Warships defend the entire east side. And you just can't do that. You can't have 75% of your team go one way. You just leave yourself open to both destroyers breaking through to your carriers and just losing because of cap.